Good morning. This is day 12 of our 21-day consecration, spending 21 days with the Master. And today's devotion is entitled Prevailing Faith. As we see in the book of Hebrews, as it lists the heroes of the faith, it gives us a brief mention of David, King David. But let's go over to 1 Samuel, the 17th chapter, as we see the very familiar story of David and Goliath. And we know at this time David is just a shepherd boy. He is yet to be king, but he has already been anointed and already been called. And he comes upon this battle where he sees this giant, Goliath, who is defying the armies of Israel and the armies of God. These are God's people, and he is not only defying God's people, but he's defying God. And David hears this, and something wells up in him. And one of the wonderful scriptures that he says is there not a cause? He believes in God and he knows who God is, and God has proven himself time and time again. And as the story goes, he volunteers to fight the giant that no one else will fight. They had many soldiers that were experienced at battle. They had many notches in their belt of many of the Philistines that they had killed, but they could not, they felt they were not capable of standing before this great giant. But here is David, this little shepherd boy, this young man who couldn't even fit the armor of Saul. It was too big for him, that he went out with just what he had. What did he have? It was more than the sling and the stones. He had his faith. He believed the same God that would deliver him from the lion and the bear is the same God that would deliver him from this giant. In his eyes, they were all giants to him, but he saw that his God was bigger than any giants on the earth. Well, we know as Christians, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Our giants will not be people or will not be these physical things on the earth, but there are more spiritual things. We wrestle against principalities and powers and spiritual wickedness in high places. And we know that Satan's mission is to defy God's people and to defy God. But as David said, is there not a cause? Who is he that he can even do this? David said, who is this uncircumcised Gentile? Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he could defy the armies of God? Who is this giant in your life? Who is Satan that he could actually defy God's people and defy God? Is there not a cause? Well, as the story goes with David, the scripture says that David prevailed against Goliath. He slew Goliath, and that speaks to us that no matter what giant we have in our life, if we put our faith in God, if we trust him and obey, then we will prevail against every obstacle, against every giant, against everything that comes against you. We just need to come in the name of the Lord. David said, you come with spear and sword and shield, but I come in the name of the Lord. I'm not going to come in my own strength. I'm not going to try to figure things out according to my own intellect or my own understanding. I'm coming in the name of the Lord. And with little that I have, the little faith that I have will be more than enough to prevail against every situation. So today, have prevailing faith. But don't just have it for yourself. Stand up for God. Stand on his promises and fight against the spiritual wickedness in high places. Do spiritual warfare today, not just for yourself, but for those around you, for the people of God, for God's church, for his bride. Do battle for those who are sick, those who are troubled, those who are depressed. Stand up to the giant. Stand up with your faith, and God will have you prevail over them. God bless you. I pray this has been a blessing to you as you're fasting and praying today. Always be mindful to not just pray for yourself, but to pray for someone else. Intercede on behalf for someone else. And you will see God not only blessing them, but blessing you as well. Again, God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe.